body of Christ here in the Bay Area. I've already honored the Brunels and can't say enough good about them. But also these other pastors and wives who have taken time out of a Tuesday night when they ought to be home chilling. And they thought enough of us to say, we want to be there. I didn't have to twist anybody's arm. They said, we want to be there. Usually you don't see these kind of preachers unless somebody dies. You gotta have yourself a big funeral to see what we got lined up here. But you know, I'm so grateful that the body of Christ has a reputation for killing its wounded. A lot of unchurched folk accuse us, and in some cases it's been a rightly deserved reputation of killing our wounded. Madeline Mary O'Hara, one of the leading atheists of our day, back in the 60s, she was popular. She's dead now, but back in those days, she was really front and center of the atheist movement in America. She said in an interview, as someone was talking to her about how opposed to Christianity she was, she said, I'm opposed to Christianity not so much because of what they say about Christ, although I don't believe that either. She said, I'm opposed to Christianity because of Christians. And she said, and if I ever became a Christian, you would know that I lost my mind. She said, because they are the only army I've ever seen that kills its wounded. And that's an indictment that we've had to live with in American Christianity for a long time. I want to tell you something, that has not been our experience. I don't know what to make of that. I hope that means that there's been a real maturing and a real coming of age of some thought among Christians. Now, trust me, we've had our share of detractors, but I just choose to not give them attention. I have been offensive. I get it. I understand it. All I can do is humbly apologize. I cannot do any more than that, and I refuse to become arrogant. I will, for the rest of my life, when I run into someone who is offended, someone who never wants to hear me preach or minister again, I will only say it is my fault, and I'm truly, truly sorry. I beg your forgiveness, and I pray one day God will heal you from the hurt I've caused. Beyond that, I have to give them to God. Beyond that, I can't do more. And I know, I've seen enough other people go through enough trials to know you can get wrong dealing with wrong folk. And I refuse to do that. And you can get wrong dealing with just hurt people. They're not so much wrong as they're just deeply, deeply hurt and offended. I want to please God the rest of my days in every way, large and small. And so we're going to take that low road and stay that way by God's grace. But I'm so glad that I've been so well loved, not only by my wife, but by leaders throughout the body of Christ. A few of our friends are here tonight, and I just asked a couple of them some days ago, would you just give brief remarks? And then there are some folks who couldn't be here tonight, but wanted to write in a paragraph or so. So I'm going to ask Pastor Paul Baines to come first. He's going to read first the letter from my restoration team, and then he'll read, I think it's 3 or 4 correspondences from some pastors who wish they could have been here tonight. After that, I'm going to ask Dr. Tony Williams and Pastor Horatio Jones, 2 of the leading pastors in this area, to come and sort of represent all the pastors, because, you know, preachers, if you turn the mic loose, it would be done. So I asked them in advance, the 2 of you, I need you to come and sort of represent all the pastors and share whatever's on your mind. But Pastor Baines, would you come? He's going to read the restoration letter and a couple of other